Hello and welcome. This is Roofmonger, and my friends, 2019 was a very good year for fighting games, and I'm very happy to tell you it looks like 2020 will also be a fantastic year. So with that said, the point of this video you're watching right now is we're going to be going over all the big releases for 2020. So all the new games that are coming out, and also the games that are already existing but are going to be getting very sizable updates in 2020. So I'll try to do it in as close to chronological order as I can. So starting with earlier in the year, working our way later into the year. Some games just don't have release dates just yet. They will be coming out this year, but hey, we don't know exactly what date. So right now, as I'm making this video, it is indeed January, and not much is really happening in January, but February is coming up, and February might be the biggest month of the year for fighting games in general, and that says a lot, because there's a lot of stuff happening in February, so hey, let's talk about it. So, nominally, first off the bat is Granblue Fantasy Versus at February the 6th. Now, that is the Japanese release date, not the North American European one, unfortunately. That is TBD, although it is Q1, but hopefully not too far off the Japanese release date. So yeah, this is made by Arc System Works, the people who make Dragon Ball FighterZ, people who make the Guilty Gear franchise, and is based off the insanely popular Granblue Fantasy franchise. It's not quite as popular over here as it is in Japan, but hey, it's, as far as I know, it's making inroads. I started playing it myself just to see what the characters are like. But yeah, so this game is a very back-to-basics fighting game. It's very grounded, very neutral-heavy game, and it does have a pretty big emphasis on helping people who are newer to fighting games out. Now, that's not to say they sacrifice any depth. One of the things I've seen about this game, especially now that they're showing more characters in the initial batch, is each character is very unique. They have a lot of unique stuff going on. No two characters play anything alike from each other, and a lot of the classic archetypes are covered as well. So I think that is very cool. Heck, as you're seeing right now, one of the characters, one of their supers is you can become a giant Galactus-style character and just break the rules of traditional fighting games, right? It's pretty crazy. But yeah, needless to say, game looks beautiful. Expect nothing less from Arc System Works, to be sure. That is definitely their wheelhouse now, that they have basically the best-looking video games, and Granblue still looks fantastic. Everything I've seen about this game looks pretty good, and honestly, I personally am very much looking forward to trying it out. Next up, we have the next edition in the Under Night series, Under Night In-Birth EXE Late CL-R. Some people abbreviate this to Uni-CLR, I just call it the Uncler. So this is the next version of the game. It is not a brand new full-on game, but as with all, revisions, expect, balance changes, expect new moves or new properties for characters. And there's also one brand new character, and that is the character Laundrekia. Hopefully I said that correct. Honestly, reminds me a lot of Jin from BlazBlue, because he's very much an Ice Knight kind of character. But yeah, so new characters, new balance stuff, all sorts of new stuff coming to the game. If you're already a fan, fantastic. I myself, I've never really got to play too much Under Night. I have played a bit, and I love what I played. It's just a matter of there's only so many hours in a day, and I don't have enough time to play every single fighting game. But everything I played about Under Night is awesome, from the characters to the mechanics and all that kind of stuff. And this looks like it'll be an addition to an already great game. So, Dragon Ball FighterZ. Hey, Season 3 is coming. What time? I'm not sure the exact date. So what we do know is the World Tour Finals are February 8th and 9th. And that is probably when we'll get our first glimpse of what Season 3 will be. Either the first DLC characters, an announcement for a patch date, all that kind of fun stuff that'll change everything up. As for what we will get in Season 3, hey, who knows, right? I myself have already made some speculation videos on the matter, and probably I'll make some more the closer we get to Season 3. But yeah, buffs, new characters, DLC, all that kind of fun stuff. Hopefully, nerfing snapback mix-ups, hopefully nerfing some fuzzy stuff, I don't know, right? Some people still seem to doubt Season 3 for some reason, and if you do, check the channel. There's plenty of data mining videos. We already have Jiren versus Goku dramatic finish and all that fun stuff, so hey, check it out. But yeah, so we don't know what Season 3 is going to have just yet, but hey, whatever it is, it'll probably be pretty cool. And And our fourth entry in February alone, before we even get to the rest of the year, is Street Fighter V Champion Edition. Now, the big balance patch for Street Fighter V has already come out, but it is technically not Champion Edition yet. That will only come out when Seth comes out on the 14th. So when the game comes out on the 14th, Seth will be out, and the new Street Fighter V Champion Edition disc that they're printing will also be out. So if you wanted to get it in disc form and physical form, hey, now you can. Otherwise, you can just get the upgrade pack right now, which gives you everything plus all the costumes plus Gil, and it will give you Seth when Seth comes out, but officially, it's not Champion Edition until Seth comes out. So that was just February. Let's talk about the rest of the year and things that don't have a hard release date. And first up, I want to talk about Metal Revolution. So Metal Revolution is a fighting game with hell of robots. Everyone's a robot in this game. It is a more simplified fighter because it is meant to be both not only on PC and console, but also on phones. However, that said, I have had personal hands-on time with this game, and just because it is more simple doesn't mean there's no depth there, because there definitely is. There's definitely some stuff to be had. This game is also currently in open beta, and I'll provide a link in the video description if you want to sign up for yourself to check it out. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. Once again, since they're also going for the phone market, I don't know, fighting games have not really cracked into the phone market. So honestly, I'm quite interested to see where this game is going. The way the game is designed, I can definitely see some of the phone influences, let's say that. But once again, this game's got some depth to it. It's fun. I like the characters a lot. Actually, I think the characters are really cool. So we'll see how this one goes. Hey, of course we gotta talk about Guilty Gear Strive. So this is certainly one of the most, if not the most anticipated fighting game of this year, to be sure. There's no hard release dates other than it's going to be later on in 2020. And release-wise, that's all we know so far. But yeah, as for the game, Guilty Gear's always been one of the top franchises in fighting games forever. And this game looks like $1 million, man. Oh my god. We always, like earlier in the video, we talked about how great Arc Sys games look and all that kind of stuff. Showed off Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, showed off Dragon Ball FighterZ. And this was just the next evolution as far as the looks go. Because this looks like a next generation game. And it's still on PS4. It's crazy. So we'll still get our, little driplet of trailers. The Foss trailer, Frosty Fossing, should be soon enough. And other than that, all we really know is it's very much still a work in progress. There's been a couple early revisions of the game shown, and there's been some mixed reactions, to be fair. Myself, personally, I'm looking forward to it. But the developers are saying, they're very much taking all opinions and criticisms in stride, and the game will be changed accordingly. And of course, we have the big netcode debate. Will the game have rollback netcode or not? I hope so. Please, God. Leave us the rollback netcode for Guilty Gear. Please, please, please. But yeah, other than that, it's going to be shaping up very good, and I'm nothing but utter and complete confidence in the final product, other than maybe the netcode. We'll find out. Gameplay-wise, though, complete confidence, and we just got to wait. But yeah, the game looks like $1 million, and man, oh man, I think it's going to be a good one. Another game hopeful for 2020 is the new King of Fighters, King of Fighters 15. So there is a name, we got a logo, it's in development, that's all we know. We don't know nothing else other than the fact that basically the game exists and that they are indeed working on it. So as for what it'll have, what mechanics, I don't know. Honestly, as long as I get Vice, I'm good. As long as I can play Vice, that's all I need. Anything else is golden. Raiden would be cool. But other than that, that's all I really need out of the game. Mechanics-wise, I would not mind things going back to being a bit closer to where they were from KOF 13 versus, say, where they were in KOF 14. Not to say I didn't like 14. I love 14. I think 14 is a great game. And every one of you guys who ragged on the game just because I had bad graphics, well, you know what? Screw you, honestly. Because it's a good game. Same thing with Marvel Infinite. Just because it has bad graphics doesn't mean it's not a good game. I'm going to rant. I'm going to stop. Okay. So anyways, maybe, hopefully more like KOF 13. Because I love KOF 13, and I think it's one of the best games in the franchise. I never really had a KOF 98 or 2002 scene. 13 is the one I got to play, so that's the one I like. I don't know. But yeah, so it'll happen. We don't know when. And I guess really that's all there is to say about that right now. Also to note quickly here, Season 2 of Mortal Kombat 11. So Joker is out this month. Spawn is out in March, and after that, hey, well, it's done, right? Well, no, of course. There will be a Season 2, absolutely. Expect Season 2 news after Combo Breaker, probably. Other than that, it'll happen. We just gotta wait on time and date. And to close out, let's talk about the League of Legends fighting game, Project L. So, this one, will it be out in 2020? It's a hard maybe. Probably not, honestly, but just in case, let's cover it in the video here. So, what I do expect out of this game is to have a more official announcement come EVO time. Other than that, I would not expect any news until EVO about this game. But yeah, so it exists. We know. It'll probably have really good netcode, because the gentleman who founded and made GGPO, the gentleman you're looking at right now, they're on the team, so netcode will probably be good at the very least. But yeah, so we don't know too much other than when it happens, it will be a very big deal. I guarantee you that. But we just don't really know when it'll happen, I guess. And until then, hey, let's just speculate. So maybe 2020, but probably not. So yeah, that is a look at the fighting games to come in 2020. I probably even forgot one or two because I'm just like that. That just happens. But so, in my opinion, 2020 is going to be a very exciting year. A lot of stuff's coming up, and a lot of it is big stuff. February is absolutely jam-packed. It's probably going to be the biggest month for fighting games in this year, just maybe. And still, even with the rest of the year, there's still a lot more to come. So for 2020, man, it's a good time to be a fighting game fan. I'm very happy with a lot of what's coming up, and I am very, very, very much looking forward to a lot of this. But anyways, my friends, so that is the fighting games of 2020. Let me know in the comments which games you're looking forward to, and I guess that's the end of this video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video found you well. Go out and play some fighting games.